별.
Hi, fat cat. Here we go. Almost healthy again after your super flu. That's good. I work from home, so I don't really pick up anything. So I've been relatively healthy for, the most part. Knock on wood. It helps when you're not touching all the surfaces that everybody else has touched on a regular basis. I was not expecting it to do that. There we go. The CDC was here. They wanted to see if they could class it as biowarfare. If anything was biowarfare, it's your cat's farts. I tell you, Lady can get really stinky sometimes. Her litter box is in my room. I have long since gone nose blind to pretty much everything, but if she lays a fresh one, ooh boy. She is a stinky girl. Ah, yes, we found out where the Gatorman Fortress is. An old medicine show wagon overturned in the swamp. Most of its contents have long since hazardously dissolved into the local ecosystem. There's probably some stuff left. Loot it, loot it, loot it, loot it. Got activated charcoal briquette. Pardon me. Oops. Pardon me. Poison. Burtworth's finest tooth wax. A whole ball of prescription strength tooth wax increases your moxie by 1 until you use another potion. Rhino Balm. Muscle rub made from the toe jam of endangered rhinoceri. Mercury eye drops. This product is safe and effective, and don't ever let anyone tell you different. Kitty's farts are way beyond a bioweapon. It's a WMT. Want to give her to Ukraine, but according to the laws of the universe, a weapon of that magnitude would collapse the galaxy. A healthy haul. I got some shadow wine. Okay. Oily black nothingness is wine because anything that you put in a wine glass is technically wine. I could put soda in a wine glass and it would become wine, you guys, according to that logic. Hot armor by 3, cold armor, stench armor, and sleeve armor also by 3. That would actually be pretty useful, I think, considering that the cop would buy it. Let's see. What perk do I have right now? Right, I still have Noel's sigil on me. Boo. Talking of the universe. Currently watching Restaurant to Another World. Have you seen it? I think I know which one you're talking about, and I haven't finished it. I never did get to finish it. I had started it and I thought it was kind of cute. Definitely a fun what's the word? Concept. I've been watching a show called May I Ask for One Final Thing? People from another universe come to this universe to eat. Yes. Splatty! Hi! Oh my god, welcome! Hello, hello! Hi! Good to see you, my friend. How have you been doing? I've like sat in on a couple of your other pardon me. On some of your other streams, but I didn't really say anything because I like to just kind of lurk in the background. That sounds like Douglas Adams. That's true. That's true. Alright, I think I'm gonna drink the shadow wine, because I bet you there's gonna be a whole bunch. Yes. 10 out of 10 would drink again. Wine dark, nice. This week was long. Agreed, my friend. Agreed. Well, if you like silly stuff, you're gonna love this. Always welcome in the laboratory. Thank you, thank you. We had vet days, but I didn't get that off. I didn't get it. I didn't get the vet day off. Although to be fair, if I did have the day off, I I was like, if we did have the day off, then some people's VA bills probably wouldn't have gone through quite as quickly as they would have otherwise, which isn't really saying much, but I mean, faster than usual. Uh-oh. We've set off the alarm. You carefully sneak up behind the gatorman, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And then you step on a screaming eel, one of the more aptly named forms of wildlife endemic to this area. Human trespasser! Sound the alarm! Alarm! Kill human! A couple other gatormen rush out, not wanting to miss the chance to kill a human. Great. Ooh! Like, Molly! So, the laws of physics say there is a fixed amount of matter in the universe. We have people coming to this universe eating food, taking matters from this to theirs. How does that work? Would that work? Is there any danger to it? You have questions? So the answer to all of that is magic. I could have sworn I had something else. Weird. It still wasn't enough. Jeez. Extra blood. I don't have anything I can throw. It's Grim! I don't know if I'm gonna survive this one. Oh, the thundering came in clutch.
Why? Why?
Why?
Why?
The quote is any
Why?
sufficiently advanced
Why?
technology is indistinguishable from magic. Like a fine print before leaving, you must leave X amount of matter before leaving, where X is the mass of the matter they take with them, or do a sufficient poop before leaving. Parmesan missile. Eh. Get him, Molly. She's still gonna be taken out. No, Molly! Good thing I have some extra blood. Zim Bree! I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm not gonna survive this. You lost. The guards kick your barely conscious body out of the way so they can fight each other without tripping over you. You take a moment to consider your failure. You gain the effect contemplative. About that fight you lost and how much that sucked, and you know how you don't want to lose any more fights, but you gain some mysticality, so it all kind of evens out. As a cooldown, yo. Do 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 do. I feel like I lost a skill somewhere. Makes sense. You eat an apple here and an apple here, or an apple there just poof appears in our universe. The answer is satisfying. You can go back to watching anime characters eat delicious food. Oh man, like the second season of Campfire Cooking just came out recently, and they're like 5 episodes in, and I'm kind of excited because I watched the first season with Ty, and I was be like, Ty. Okay. Well, if I had enough Maxie, I could sneak past these guys, but otherwise I'm gonna have to figure out how to defeat them. Could go back to the Gatorman Hamlet and search for clues on Kathy, I guess. Or the Sir Robin method. Sir Robin is running away. You find some glowing green rocks half submerged in some brackish swamp water. You recognize it as petrified St. Elmo's fire. Collect the good bits. You do what must be done, which is to smash the rare natural formation to harvest its resources. You get some glowing ooze. Get an extra 5 XP. I needed more than St. Elmo did. There's 6 episodes in. And it's amazing. Did only check it like the other day, but what? Gatormen are incredibly good at building fires in a couple inches of water. Nice. I can fight some more of the swarming bugs. Alec Stilton. Alcafetta! Watch dub. You want to speak, or because you want to do other stuff while watching and you don't speak Japanese. You know what? That's fair. What's your pew pew with Uncle Phil, too? I loved Sue. Get their knees, Molly! Get their knees! Delicious. The thunder ring got me. You tied today? Ah! It's better than outright losing, right? Are you gonna head to bed now? Okay. I'm glad that you guys got the tie at least. And hopefully my birthday present for you should arrive tomorrow. You reduce the number of bugs in this terrible building by, let's say, 3 of 57. Got a cold water bug egg. These eggs, like all of us, consist primarily of water. Increases your hot armor by 5 until you use another potion. Ew. Angel cake. Oh gosh. No, this was before I saw the angel cake post. Oh, awake since 5 a.m. and it's 1 a.m. now. Oh yeah, go to bed. I love you, but go to bed. Slaves to the angel. But I'm not over there. I can't make it for you from here. At least I know where to get the candy eyes, though, because I've actually used those before. Biblically accurate angel cake. These ones are a little different. Abracadabra! Haha! Zim zam ricotta! Presto stilatono. Nice. Wait, what? Pardon me. You stay for an hour, support your stitches, but he does. For her with kisses and Instagram reels, amen. For her with poop stores, what? I'm not reading that. I'll politely ignore that particular comment. Reduce the number of bugs in this terrible building by, let's say, 486. I'm just under... Pecorino bravado. Lapidary and empathy. 2 times the materials from gathering. Poop and fur jokes are for after marriage. I don't know. I never really got it. It's like I never really got to the toilet humor thing. Now, a good dad joke, love those. Those are great. The Mind Over Monster. Oh, but if I wait to get just a little bit more XP, I can get the Gorgonzola's Guile, and it gives me an extra 5 XP from any fight that I do. Ow. Fart jokes are always funny. You insist. I think everybody has their own, you know, thing that they consider to be funny. Ah! Oh, what you gotta say, Molly? What's up? Working on your dance moves? Sure, kinda, except this dance ain't about cutting a rug. She makes a sharp gesture and the blade of her flick knife snap opens. How about cutting an enemy of sorts, see? Right, yeah, I get it. Molly will now act earlier in combat. Ooh, I'll take that. Okay, Gargonzola Guile. Oh, I didn't mean to select no. There we go. What is the smelliest type of jacket you can buy? A windbreaker. Okay, see, but that one's wrapped up as a dad joke, so I can appreciate it. Alright, I don't have any better weapon to give this guy. It needs like a really high base damage. And I'm still not strong enough to pull this door open. Ask Jackal, you should know. The Maxipad sing to the fart. You are the wind beneath my wings. Oh wow, that's really bad. So bad. How did you find my Twitch channel before? Actually, you're not gonna believe this. It was completely by random. I literally typed in the tag Christian. 'Cause all of my other friends had gone off to Reach conference. So I typed in Christian and I just found you and I was like, you know what? I'm all of it was like I love supporting people who don't have like a whole bunch of viewers. Let's go ahead and and try this out. And I'd never heard of you before, and hopefully that isn't a bad thing. But yeah, completely by random. Like I'm a part of a group of other Christian VTubers. That's the little arc symbol you see in the corner up at the top. The cultist. Don't worry, Splatty. He's messing with you. It's not a King YouTuber and Christian, so yeah, that's one of the reasons why I was like, like I mean, first thing was the Christian tag, but the second thing that got me was your avatar. I was like, that is so cute. And Tyrael Knight is my fiance. For in case anything confused you. Dear. No, he's the funny one. The fiance maid. Oh, you were fiance mad. Fionk mad. Fionk maid. A dear. Congratulations. Thank you. Got some Gatorman hide. Oh, I wonder, did I ever go back in? give the Gatorman hide to that one leather working dude? He needed 10, right? I've got your hides. Yeah! Beautiful. That's beautiful leather, and it'll make a beautiful tongue. I'm part of the community since 2017, but a fan since 2005. I remember playing, um, like, I remember playing the original Sonic Adventure, when I was younger. My aunt had a Dreamcast, and she would let me play with it because I was bored, you know? So I have some really good memories of Sonic. Oh, were you ever able to get the? I know I told you about Sonic Frontiers at the time, the first time that I came in, and that it was on sale. I don't know if you were able to snatch up that deal, cause, oh boy, that was a deal. It was an insane discount, and I was like, didn't think so. His money is tight right now. No worries. I'm sure it'll go back on sale at some point. It's not that big of a deal. But yep, I feel that. I'm It's like I'm lucky to be able to work from home myself. Although my job can be kind of boring. I look at any animal and tell you what sort of tongue its hide will make. Believe me, do you? Go on, name any animal. I mean, for real, I'll get it when it's back on sale. Right now, doing a Black Friday sale on Kofi. Ah, interesting. Money is tight for everyone right now. That's fair. What kind of tongue does a whale skin make? A trick? Is that a trick question? I've never heard of a whale. Okay. That's the tongue sorted, but without something that animated, it's just a lump of leather flesh. What I need, mate, is what my brother Paul really needs. It's the power of speech. The next part is going to be much easier to explain if you've ever read The Little Mermaid. Yeah, I can get you a mermaid, that's no problem. Oh no. Lost my job a year ago and now work from home. Had a rough 2 years, especially after a breakup along the way. I went because I poured like almost all of my energy into finishing my college degree, and it ended up not really panning out for me at all. I have a bachelor's in animation, didn't get anywhere with that, and the job that I currently work has absolutely nothing to do with that field whatsoever. But I've been working with the same company for 6 years, so. Although before Ty, I haven't really ever had any kind of relationship, so I'm afraid I can't really um, understand what a true breakup would be like. But yeah, I do get the struggle with jobs. Why do they bury Germans 20 meters underground? Because deep down they're really nice. Take that back. Like I'm not hunting a little mermaid for you. Don't need to hunt a mermaid, mate. You might know is the fairy tale about a little mermaid who gives up her voice is based on a real life story of a gatorman merman who traded his voice for a bucket of ham. That's what gave Hans Christian Gatorman the idea. Oh no. I tracked the voice down to a fishing hole in the gator village I told you about before, and I gotta have it. Anything for my brother. Family is everything. Breaks up breakups hurt, but after you get over it, you keep going. Trust issues kicked in after months passing. Trying your best not to do that to her. Thank you. I appreciate that. A boy like you don't think you like what you'll see. I'm going in. Oh, the pain! It's an egg! That all? That egg is busted. There's literally nothing else in here but an egg on the floor. Nice, buddy. Uh-oh. Wait. It'd be nice, I'll do a joke about fins, too. The difference between a Finnish wedding and a Finnish funeral. There's one less drunk at the funeral. Oh, no. Told you it went a pretty sight. I was looking forward to eating that egg all day, and come dinner time only went and bloody dropped it. Sorry for your loss. I bet. Almost finished with my TV static here. Scratch that, I am finished with my TV static. Tastes like lemon. Where else can I go? Guess I could try to do the Gatorman Fortress again. As you pick your way through the muck of the swamp, you encounter one of those newfangled diagonal half boxcars. Wait a minute. There's no such thing as a diagonal half boxcar. It's just a regular boxcar half sunk into the swamp. You can go there now. Oh. It's very dangerous. Climb in anyway. We're in a sideways boxcar. Poetry books are full of slant rhymes. Everything has predictably fallen off this table. Fail a railroad safety inspection for at least 2 reasons. Hello. It's a diagonal hobo, although I suppose from your perspective, he looks normal. Oh, hi, sorry. I didn't know anyone was living here. I suppose I should stop being surprised by that. Was she diagonal? Quite alright. I'm Pepperidge Dolphin. Welcome to my humble abode. Thanks. I'm Rufus Baker. Nice boxcar you've got here, apart from it being a little steep. Steep? Oh, yeah, I hardly. It's like, I've grown so accustomed to the tilt, I hardly notice it anymore. Apart from when I try to play marbles. Your game must be really going downhill. Yes, quite. Your accent is different from most hobos I've met. Oh, my family is from old money, you see. How old? Old enough that it all turned to dust. All that remains is a rambling old manor house that I can't afford to maintain, so I decided this would be a splendid opportunity to expand my horizons. Horizon is typically a bit more level. Dishes ain't fair and square, it seems. What? What even is happening? In the game or in the chat? Are you living in a boxcar in a swamp? Well, to be honest, it's been difficult to part with the old estate. As far as I've been able to get before the homesickness becomes overwhelming. Ah, how bittersweet. Indeed. I wonder, could you spare some time to help me? I could be done with this place if I had a proper souvenir. Specifically, my father's collection of antique padlocks. can't get them yourself because of the memories. There's more of a lack of memories. I've forgotten where the keys are. Here, I'll help you. Thank you. There are 11 locks altogether. Except they won't actually be all together, will they? I'm afraid not, no. Here, I'll mark the location of the house on the map. Is that a sponge? There's also something I should tell you about the house. Oh, good, here it comes. Wait, Cat was banned? What?
Magical songs of enchantment.
Germans are
Magical
arguing.
songs of
Actually, the
what I need to
Finn
play-
and the German
A
are
flute is just what I need to play
the
magical-
Swede and the German, I should say. The Swede and the German are arguing. Golden Hunt. Oh, Golden from Hunt. Okay. I was a ghost, I was alone. He's so good. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen I was meant to be. I lived 2 lives trying to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Caught a problem child, cause I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid. I'll see you on stage. I'm done hiding. I was shining like I'm born to be. We came so far, we got so far now. I believe we're going up, up, up. It's our moment. You're together, we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Oh, up, up, up with our voices. You never get used to woman. Gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I'm born to be. I was like, it's been so long. I haven't listened to that in a while. Goodness gracious. Got one more. There's a 5-minute cooldown. Yes. For the sing redeem, there is a 5-minute cooldown. Unless you can convince someone else to put in the request for you. Unless. Bunyan! Oh, it's a... the bunnies. We dreaming hard, we dream so far, that's who we're born to be. You know we're gonna be golden, we're gonna be The only thing is, I don't speak a lick of Korean, so I'm just making guesses. Oh, okay, so it is global. Alright. Well then, forget what I said. Oh good, here it comes. I just wanted to let you know there aren't any ghosts haunting the property. There aren't any? That's correct, not a one. My family never suffered any violent or traumatic deaths. Is it something you felt you had to warn me about? Not really a warning as such, just thought you might like to know. Huh. Well, okay. Thanks. I'll be back with your 11 padlocks. We're perplexed by the hobo's decision to sleep with his head pointing downhill. Yeah, I would feel that would be very uncomfortable. Time to locomote your caboose somewhere else. Can't help falling in love. You need you need a lullaby to help you sleep, babe. Although it has been a while, hasn't it? Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. I still don't have a bucket and mop emote. One of these days. Swamp gas clouds the sky, the heavens alight with strange new constellations, unlike any you've seen before. Unfortunately, we do not currently have enough mysticality to study them. Well, that's nice. We have places to be. What do you got? This door is padlocked. Yes. We need the lock. Looks like this car is left to rot. Unfortunately, isn't yet rotted enough for you to get past the locked door. Not yet, that is. Mm-hmm. Oh, this tree has a hole in it. Conveniently, the hole is slightly larger than your hand. Honestly, for what is ostensibly a horror game, we've had way too few opportunities for you to stick your hand into a suspicious dark hole. Well, we need to remedy that. Reach in! Slowly reach inside the dark hole. Damp and ominous, and then... Ah! You find a key. Sorry, that scream wasn't really justified. Got the padlock key. Can I not use the padlock key? Guess not. Front door of Dauphin Manor is unlocked. Apparently, Mr. Dauphin's love of padlocks was unrelated to basic home security. Padlocks on the dinner table, that's both a rule and an observation. A fancy serving cart. Let's investigate. One of the serving carts they use in those posh hotels, and in posh manor houses, apparently. The big silver platter covered in a dome-shaped lid, just the right size to hide a severed head, or a roast of some kind. Look under the dome. You cautiously reach out and grip the handle, take a deep breath, and slowly you lift the lid, tilting your head to peek beneath. Oh, it's empty. Oh well. A fancy store-bought radio. Oh, there's a padlock. Enough fine china to feed an army if only you could get past the padlock, and if you You're in command of the world's hoity-toityest military. Oh, here we go. One of those old fridges that people sometimes got locked into accidentally and asphyxiated. Oh wait, that's still all fridges these days. Maybe that's why it's padlocked. Recovered a padlock. The fridge is empty of both expired food and expired hide-and-seekers. You do find a key inexplicably frozen in a block of ice, though.
Play magical songs of enchantment.
Uh-oh.
Magical songs of enchantment.
The oven is full of gross, steamy swamp
A flute is just what I need to
worms.
play.
Ugh.
A flute is just what I need to play magical.
Eye-to-eye wedding version. That one definitely takes a second. Hang on. Give me just a second. I gotta pull it up. Temporarily switching here. All right. Y'all ready? 'Cause here we go.
I've got myself a notion.
Oh wait, this is the one I recorded.
One I know that you'll understand. To say
Hang on. That wasn't what I meant to do. Here we go.
I've got myself a notion. One I know that you'll understand. To set the world in motion. Reaching out for each other's hand. Maybe you'll discover what you should have known all along. One way or another, together's where you both belong. If you listen to each other's hearts, you find you're never too far apart. And maybe love is the reason why, for the first time ever, seeing it eye to eye. Wall
That's it. And leave Splatty alone, babe. It's like, give her a moment. Give her a minute to process. Eh. Yeah. I love you too. I just realized my character is dancing. It's so beautiful. You were drawing locked in? Yeah, that's what I was like, alright, she's probably doing something. It's like, that was a wedding version of that song I asked a friend to make for my friend's wedding. Because I was her maid of honor. So I sang that for her and her husband. Mission in sync. Like you've caught everything here. Enemy leaves the room. Rifle through the drawers. Got a dire corn holder. Regular corn holder is a tiny vampire that drinks corn cob juice instead of blood. The dire one also drinks blood. Got the battery. Gain 1 AP. Portable battery technology is in its infancy, but the fact that something is an infant has never stopped you from carrying it into dangerous situations before. Got a match. A reliable, if expendable, source of very small amount of fire. And one of the padlocks. Yay! Humidity has turned most of these dry goods into stale goods. See if there's anything good left. Got a can of fruit for cocktail. Hello? Welcome home. Today's Thursday. Oh, that's because I had a request. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Sorry. I love you. Turning. Throwing babies in combat. Well, we didn't say it was a baby, we just said it was infancy. I don't know how to defend that, I'm sorry. This couch faces the wall. It must have been the Dolphin family's punishment couch. Calpurnian Dolphin died of natural causes. Mopey Dolphin. Hortense Dolphin. Beasley Dolphin. Goldilocks Dolphin also died of natural causes. Vansworth Dolphin died of natural causes. Dolphins used one toilet at a time, just like the rest of us. Flush it! Work. Maybe something's wrong in the tank. Check it out. Well, here's your problem. There's a key stuck in the float valve hinge flange. Oh, thank you, babe. Natural causes. Then his head was gone, so naturally he died. It doesn't specify, okay. Got the Dolphin padlock key. Wet. Medicine cabinet is securely locked. Maybe it's full of deadly poisons. Bathtub is full of steaming blood. Oh, no, wait. The red is just light coming through a stained glass rose hanging in the bathroom window. Doesn't really explain why the water is hot, though. First, let us fish. Got something. A handful of clean water. Got a soggy used bandage. Heal 10 and remove on fire from the target. Nice. You hope, probably in vain, that the water has washed off some of the previous owner's fluids. You got nasty goo. This stuff is so gross that it makes you want to throw it at somebody just so you won't be on you anymore. Drop in the frozen key. You have the cold padlock key. Oh. Unlock the cabinet. So you got a padlock. You also got the styptic pencil. Here's bleeding. These are for you when you cut yourself shaving, but it's not like you're gonna avoid the warranty if you use it on something other than leg or face or armpit blood. Simple yet interactive. And we got a gauze pad. Best first aid is often the first one. Or the best aid is often the first one. Oh wait, I can flush this now. Hooray! I can use the wet key. Ooh, pardon me. Oh, you found the second floor. What is the shading and why does it sound dangerous? Why is there a comfortable looking bed free of bloodstains or vaguely person shaped lumps under the blanket? Check under the pillow. Somebody must have traded a key and a key shaped tooth. The nightstand has one empty drawer and one locked drawer. An eerie ghostly sound is coming from inside it. Wardrobes are very important in old houses, like this, that didn't have built-in closets to keep skeletons in. Relieve the furniture of its contents, none of which are skeletal unless you count the coat hanger. Got some work pants and a wire coat hanger. Yay! We actually need that for the car outside. Now our command's better. Need to learn the commands. Uh-oh. Shelf full of books about sports. The titles are all too boring for me to even tell you what they are. Nothing hiding underneath the bed, except dust. What's in the toy box? Toy box is disappointingly empty. Not even a BB gun or a creepy doll. Maybe the doll's hiding elsewhere. We'll have to find out. Door's padlocked. We got the shiny key. There's a little jewelry box on this table. Contains, to your non-surprise, jewelry. Perfectly normal jewelry. Turquoise. Turquoise. Pourquoi? Turquoise earrings. These are beautiful but ostentatious earrings that make it so the rest of your body wants to keep up with the Joneses. Windows contacts are your ears, Margaret and William Jones. And a grindstone ring. This ring makes you want to punch somebody in the hopes that doing so will make the ring less uncomfortable. All of your random encounters will be fights. Ugh. If I put it on. Wait, what? War crime? She assumed chat is a community? Get her German command, make maid map practice her lessons. Oh no! Like the Duolingo bird. Liebchen! The fancy vanity which appeals to your pedestrian vanity. Got media irradium rouge. Oh no. The convenient thing about problems with radium in them is that they're easy to find in the darkness of the coffin they'll often put you in. Yeah. I think he really likes you, Splat. He really wants you to be part of my community. Redeem and you can make it 100k. I'd have to figure out what I would use. Like, should I actually use Duolingo for that, or because I have Rosetta Stone, that's what I've been using. It's always nice to receive a free sub, isn't it? It's like a little gift. It's a little gift. That obvious. This is your Mysticality by one and your Moxie by one until you use another potion. The mirror. Hi, Rufus. Bye, Rufus. Your chest is locked and easily big enough to hide a skeleton in, or even a whole body. The bed looks inviting, but nobody seems to have accepted the invitation for quite some time. A fancy nightstand. Research it. Fancy nightstand's contents are disappointingly non-fancy. You got a paperclip. Increase target stench armor by 3. From multinational treaties to 4th grade homework assignments, the humble paperclip has dutifully girded our sheaves since whenever the humble paperclip was invented. Got another match. Got some self-adhesive rivets, which adds armor to your armor. Got the Dauphin padlock key. Disappointing. You were hoping this key would be much fancier. Not for that one. Ah. Disappointing key goes to this one. Need more playlists for Made on YouTube? I just haven't gotten around to actually creating a lot of them. I know, it's something I need to set aside time to do. For that, I apologize. I know it's something I need to do, I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Make Ty do them? Discord, yes! Yes! And I also have a, like a chat tab specifically for people who are, who want to promote their channels. So do feel free, and I highly encourage you to use it whenever you go on. It's the daily specials tab. Anyway. This workbench is strewn with bits, gizmos, and bits of gizmos. Amongst all of that, what you find looks like a miniature radio carved from driftwood. Grab it. A radio small enough to carry? Amazing! Maybe you listen to it periodically, it'll warn you about any nearby monsters that are actually manifestations of your repressed traumas. Or maybe it'll just give you the baseball scores. Build a better radio and the world will beat a path to your door. A better one than this one, I mean. Even the Dauphin was superstitious enough to not store any padlocks on the east side of his attic. That's how you put family curses. Probably. Lots of boxes, but none of them say padlocks on them, and you're not motivated to search them otherwise. Who knows what grisly things you might find? What's that? It made noises! Noises! You hold up the radio to your ear. You hear a little girl's voice shouting, "Mom, Mom! A terrible ghoul stole the key to my nightstand." A woman replies, "No, dear, don't call your brother Ralphie a terrible ghoul. He probably hid the key in a potted plant in the hallway like he always does." Hey! Dig around and found the key. So predictable, that Ralphie. Listen to our nightstand. Got the creepy music box. Deal your moxie and spooky damage to all combatants once per fight. Ooh! That's useful. You hear a man's voice scolding angrily. "For goodness sakes, Agnes, you're obsessed. Obsessed with taping things to the backs of paintings, just like your aunt, one-eyed Calpurnia Dolphin. She'd probably die peacefully in your sleep, just like she did. Or you'll probably die peacefully in your sleep, just like she did." So, tape thing, so it may have taped it behind the painting downstairs. Behind the painting. Got the dolphin padlock key. Sticky. Ew. Hold up the radio to your ear. You hear a woman's voice saying, "Please be careful around the kitchen knives, Rebecca. They're very sharp. I keep them that way because, counterintuitive though it may be, little knives actually cause more accidents." "Yes, Mother, I understand." Where's the knives? "Remember, Ralphie," says a woman's voice.
Play magical songs of
"Mustn't
enchantment.
ever open the door to strangers."
Magical songs of a flute is just what I need to play. A flute is just what I need to play magical.
I have vacuuming cleaner salesman, and we already have one. Womp womp. Song of my people? This is a day. This is a day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. Oh, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. And the only other thing I could think of would be like the VeggieTales theme song. You unlock the car, destroying the hanger in the process. You search the car, and it's empty except for a glove box, which turns out to actually be a key box. The key inside is not the key to this car. If you have a sense of humor like mine, you'll agree that this is a real shame. Having flashbacks to awful VBS. Oh no! I used to do the Awana Club, like way back. I used to be part of Awana. Oh man, how old was I? I think I was in like maybe 3rd or 4th grade. I also have a terrible memory for verses. Unless it's John 3:16, because that one's been just hammered into everybody's heads. I couldn't forget that one if I tried. Click! You pop the lock off and the door unlatches with an ominous creak. You're in the garage. You hold up the radio to your ear. A woman's voice gasps, "Oh my! Clarence! Why are you lying on the floor under your workbench? Are you alright? Were you attacked by a burglar or an axe murderer?" "Calm down, Agnes. I'm fine. I was just practicing changing the oil in our car." Young children, keep yourself from idols. 1 John 5:21. Nice. Workbench covered with tools, all rusted past the point of usefulness, even as bludgeons. But wait a second. Is this the bench that woman on the radio was talking about? Check under the bench. You got the loose stuff and padlock key. And you've got 11-in-1 oil. Dolphin never got sick of tires. I'd say the most powerful tool is a padlock. It's really more of the opposite of a tool though, because it obstructs rather than facilitates what you're trying to do. Yeah, lock it. The tool chest contains 1 tool and 1 key, which I guess also counts as a tool, albeit an extremely specific one. So 2 tools then. You got a handsaw. Pull it all over. No, it's just rust. Never mind. You got the rusty padlock key. Cinder blocks are totally waterlogged. Oh, that's not good. One of the cinder blocks was standing way too close to the others. You explain personal boundaries to it and perform a quick procedure to make it a little less creepy. You got the sorted grease. You can tell that this was used for something horrible. Not that kind of idol, babe. Hey! You open the cabinet door and examine the stacks of fine bone china. Wait. Bone china? Perhaps human bone china? Oh no, the brand mark on the bottom is pretty well-known company, so probably not. Anyway, you find a really fancy hat. You got the fine china helmet. It's entirely possible that this is a gravy boat and you're just hanging it upside down. But you don't let that stop you. My games of dad jokes and stuff. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Got all that. The basement of this swamp house is predictably completely flooded. You'll need some kind of breathing apparatus if you want to go down there. Hey! You cover the padlock, and there's a veil in here, and beyond the veil, nothing. You got the perfumed wedding veil. This'll come in handy if you ever decide to save money by getting married at the city dump. Didn't just pop something. I mean... Pop, where'd you get all that treasure? Is it a cursed pirate horde stolen from the ruins of an ancient civilization? Haha, no, son, nothing like that. Just sound investments in perfectly normal and moral financial markets. I tell Pie, why? What's the matter? Who stole my golden arm? And a voice says, oh, come on, sis. Don't you know any other ghost stories? It's the only one you ever tell. Or... It's like, how many of these padlocks do I have? I have 11. There's supposed to be 16 of them. The icon for hire. well-lighted corner. Can't just not agree with your soon-to-be husbando. Hey, wouldn't it be boring if we agreed on everything, though? Any kind of, like, breathing apparatus. Go down there. At least I don't think I do. Variety's the spice of life, and I just keep adding garlic. Clarence, I'm so grateful that our family has never suffered from supernatural curses, serial murder, demonic corruption, or plague. I agree, dear. We've certainly been fortunate and doubtless will remain so. Correct answer is yes, dear. And yes, but I don't want to fight about it. I didn't think we were fighting. I'm sorry. All I did was I was like, you mentioned soda pop, and then I'm so confused. I didn't realize I was being mean. Guess we'll see if I'm strong enough to take on the Gatormen now. Here's a grisly sight. The carcass of some kind of swamp animal covered in huge ticks. No, wait. Some of them are buzzing around in the air. Are they actually wasps? Well, haha. Turns out both things can be true. They're tick wasps, which are notable for being the only insect that can stab you with both ends. That's fine. We're not fighting on stream, that is. I didn't know we were fighting at all. Alakazam Swiss. Oh, thank goodness. I'm a cute otter. We survived. Got a wasp clasp. This stick wasp's rigor mortis has created a convenient way to attach it to your lapel. Oh, interesting. Currently have the reporter's cufflinks on. You're you're struggling. Might go with the wedding veil. Sociopath. Kaguya-sama's Chica. Chica was only cute because of her ending dance. She's a sociopath. Maybe like what was her name? Carol. Carol from Tomo-chan. Is that what she's like? Only the fun part. I have enough Moxie to sneak past them. Yo, let's go. Crawl through. I can sneak past them, but I can't crawl through. But I can ambush them. Carefully sneak up behind the Gatorman. Right. We've already been through that. Well, that was bad. I didn't even stand a chance. You're stalking both Kaguya and the president. He slightly blew up the moon once. You lost. The guards kick your barely conscious body out of the way so you can fight each other without tripping over you. You totally lost that fight on purpose. You don't even care.
The magical songs of enchantment. Of enchantment.
Game
Magical
the
songs
effect aloof.
A flute is just what I need to play.
I got some extra
A flute is just what I
moxie
need to play.
from all
Magical
of that. Frieren, Haru. He's running surveillance.あなたは風のように目を閉じてはゆっくり何を思っているんだろうかまぶたを開いていたあなたの目はディードロ少しだけ春の匂いがした晴れに晴れ花よ咲け咲いて春のせい降りやめまめるさあなたを飾る春胸を打つ音よ投げ僕ら春風あの雲も越えてゆく遠くまで遠くまで Acapella Haru is best. Maybe from Hololive also dressed up as a Holmes. What's your point? Okay. I need more stench armor if I want to get through. If I want to get through that grate. 7 stench armor. I don't know what those do. Sleaze armor. Oh, here we go. Increase the stench armor by 5. Unfortunately, that means I lose my bedeviled effect. In fact, honeyed up. Are we good enough now? Yeah, let's go. 5 turns out to be much longer than you expected, with a lot of twists and turns. Clearly, efficient airflow and ventilation systems is not a big priority in Gatorman architecture. You eventually come out in either a garbage processing center or kitchen. Even if Gator Ben bothered to cook their meals, they probably don't cook them in an electric stove standing in 18 inches of water. This is a kitchen, only in the sense that it's a place where food is prepared. Nothing of value on the shelves, probably not even by Gatorman standards. Remains of an awful, awful meal. One of those fridges, you know, the ones hanging on big rusty chains. Let's see what's inside. The chain wasn't attached very well and the whole thing comes loose. You got refrigerator on a chain. This would fit in your room. About the daughter from Sakamoto days. Oh, Hana? She is cute. She is adorable in only the way that kids could be adorable. It's supposed to be the Gatorman's dinner bell. Here, I ring it. Oh, hey, there's he. It's like there's Charles. He's in a cage. It's a cage with Charles in it. Shh, they'll hear you. Oh, right. Oh, am I glad to see you, kid. I thought I was a goner. The adventuresome type and all, you know how to pick a lock? Only with the appropriately shaped key. You have to get off there later then. I think there's rooms down at the other end of the hall. Sneak attack them or regular attack them? Bunch of Gatormen. Wait, that's collective. What's the collective noun for Gatormen? A cruelty? A depravity? A butthole? Well, anyway, this bunch of Gatormen seem more concerned with the possibility of someone breaking in the front door than sneaking in through their kitchen. So, wait, can I just ring the dinner bell? It'd be nonsensical and cruel to ring the dinner bell without making dinner first. Nonsensical and cruel is the Gatorman standard of behavior. Let's not sink to their level. Fair feast. Are you kidding? All the food here is days old meat with bites taken out of it. You die. Not for me, for the Gatorman. Oh, I don't have enough muscle. Okay, I get you. Well, there are some big haunches of some sort of carcass strewn about. If you can lift those onto the table, you might have the beginnings of something. Well, if I had enough muscle, it would make sense for me to do so. Give me some muscle points, or I could just sneak attack them. You stealthily creep up behind one of the Gatormen and knock him out with a quick straight to the back of the head. The other two seem shocked by this display of poor sportsmanship. Ha! So it means I took out one of them. Wait, where's Molly? Why isn't Molly here? Boo. Help. Pelican chitter! I think that's the healer. Oh, maybe not. Ow. Oh, mozzarella! I did it! Yay! You won! Now their collective noun can be in unconsciousness. Got some more Gatorman hides. Nice. Wait, HR. Hey, yo, we ain't gonna do that. Oh, hi, nerdy guy! Hope all is well with you. I'm debating of thinking getting into live streaming, gaming, streaming indie stuff with like roguelikes, but you hate your own voice? Aw. I mean, I guess you could always try and do what was her name? One of the V Shoujo girls. Zentrea. Zentrea uses text to speech or speech to text? Text to speech? Yeah, text to speech. Or you could also advertise doing completely silent playthroughs. Some people really like that. Just make sure that you're like if you have any like just make sure that if you have like any what's the word text that needs to be read, just go through it a little bit slower than usual. Or AI voiceovers. I really hate using AI. Uh Oh, or you could use a voice changer. That works too. Yeah, it's such a pain. It never sounds natural, but at least with it's like at least with text to speech, um, it's not. It's like at least you can kind of lean into that. It can be part of your character, much like it is for Zentrea. But I mean, if you want, it's like I think the cheapest option would be to do a voice changer. You find that hilarious when it comes from donos. Yeah, so there's other ways, it's like there's other ways to get around if you really truly don't like your voice, and that's okay. There are ways around it. It's better if you're more comfortable. And like I said, there are some people who prefer, you know, depending on the voice, you have a calming voice. Thank you. I've also had a lot of practice because I do theater. Game looks riveting. It does require a lot of reading. Lucky wormfish. Ew. I got so many fish in my sack
Play magical
here.
songs of enchantment.
Oh
Enchantment.
no.
Magical songs of
$2
A flute is just what I need to
a
play.
real surfeit of nouns.
A flute is just what I need to play magical.
There are. We got wide loafers. Widens your gate. Ah. Loose length of rusty chain. Ooh. Not sure exactly how long this chain is because you're not sure how tight you're supposed to pull a chain when you measure it, and also because you really don't care. Anyway, can't help falling in love again. Drawings in the game are as good as your stick figures, and yet they do it so well. Wise men
Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea. Darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand. Take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you. Big rusty chemical barrel. Barrel says chloroform, and so does the smell leaking out of it. Whew. Dump it out. I see what you're going for, and sure, filling the place with chloroform fumes would knock out all of the guards, but it would also knock you out, and the water you're standing in is almost knee-deep. Double check your to-do list if you want, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have drown scheduled for today. Yeah, I suppose. Items on the shelf are all too nasty for you to look at, let alone touch. Forge, presumably for hammering on terrible gator metals. Gatormen are exercising, and also blocking your way to whatever's at the end of the hall. Probably something important, because the end of the hall is where the important stuff usually is, right? Those 2 guards are still fighting outside. You can't leave this way unless you want to join them. Gotta head out. Had fun. Totally glad to be here and watch your stream. I'll catch you tomorrow, and good night. Okay, Splatty, thank you for joining us. I hope that well, you already said you had fun, so all right. Force of habit. I'm glad that you had fun. There. I want some sulfur. I don't have any sulfur on me. Hmm. I don't know what the rusty chain's for necessarily. Muscle. Muscle, 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 muscle. That gives me just enough muscle to prepare the feast. Poke around the cupboards, pulling out everything you can identify as maybe being Gatorman food, mainly telling the difference between old lumps of meat and old lumps of mud by whether it's got a bone sticking out. Since you don't know whether Gatormen avoid food with mold on it or consider it an essential spice, you compromise and only scrape off half. And you pile all of that onto the table and garnish it with a sprig of parsley. Hopefully, this will hold the guard's attention for a while. Bon appetit! Bang on the bell with a discarded bone, then crouch next to the door. The Gatorman guards all stream in and immediately start fighting over who gets the juiciest lump of whatever those lumps are made of, and don't notice you sneaking out into the hall. Oh, there's Molly! Yay! I'm glad that she's back with me. I also had to go to bed so she doesn't only have to watch some video like right now. Sorry, babe. If you're still up by that point, although you should really go to sleep if you've been up for as long as you say you've been. But the second season of Campfire Cooking is like 5 episodes in. Mysticality back. Hey, go away. I think Gatorman's taste in books is as bad as everything else about them. Wait, what? Oh, you didn't know? I was so excited about it. I was like, ah! Keeping rust off your iron fist. Don't eat your henchmen. Tips for new rulers. Spot welding guide for ad hoc fortresses. These are all pretty much what you'd expect, except, well, there's one that does seem interesting. Bones and how to crack them. A treatise on bone pain and how to maximize it in your victims. Grants combat skill crack knuckles. Increases your mysticality by 3. Ooh. War crimes? That book. Okay, fair. Skim through most of the really nasty parts, but you do learn a few things about knuckles that you're able to apply to non-torture contexts. Crack. You got the skill Crack Knuckles. There's a slightly more challenging chapter that delves deeper into knuckle physics. If you do, cracking your knuckles will increase your mysticality by an additional 2. Looks like I have enough XP to do so. You study knuckle anatomy until you can't think about anything else. Crack Knuckles has been upgraded. When you finish, you crack your knuckles so loudly that the resulting sonic boom disintegrates the book. Bam! Found it. The least comfortable chair in the world. This is the real seat of power. Flush! Throne of Swords. It's more like scrap metal. Guess this is what the length of chain was for? Yep. This hold leads down into a massive underground chamber. That ought to do it. Property private, scram. Well, this is definitely interesting. You don't know what this object is, but... Oh wait, it's got blood all over it. It's an altar. What's the weird pedestal? Ah. Interesting. Huh! I'm serious, go away. A lot of floating things in here. Whatever it is, it's extremely broken. Try to fix it. Do I have anything else that'll bring up my mysticality? I really don't want to use... Those are potions. 1 hour timeout. Oh no, Mr. Fat Cat. Babe, a whole hour? Only 280 seconds? Some kind of ancient temple guardian or something. It's shooting out a bunch of tightly focused beams of light that science doesn't yet have a name for, which you can probably assume you don't want touching you. Maxie. Avoid the beams. Yeah. Woo! You worst, I destroy. Goliath kill. Oh! Oh no. Ah, geez, that thing really did a number on this guy. Know what we're gonna get from it. Waste not gate. It's like waste not gator blood, nor want not gator blood. Hematic ichor. Here's the puzzle. Trigger the Frankenstein. You poke around in the mulch until you find something that looks more or less like an old iron key, except kind of blurry. It sizzles and twitches in your hand as you pick it up. You got the cursed key. This has to be the key Charles mentioned. You look at the hulking Goliath at the end of the hall. There doesn't seem to be anything beyond it, and it looks like it could squash you in an instant. Best go back and unlock Charles. Make your way back quickly up to the room where he was being held. Phew. Unlock the cage! Found the key? I think so. It's kind of weird, though. Yeah, it doesn't look... I don't like the looks of that at all. I bet dollars to donuts that that's the artifact we're looking for. Couldn't possibly be the key to this random Gatorman cage in the middle of nowhere, then, could it? Well, it might have some kind of key-related powers. Normally I'd advise against using it, but I don't see any other way out of this mess. Okay, here goes. Key shifts unpleasantly in your hand, buzzing and clicking through a jerky slideshow of shapes, as though searching for the particular slice of higher dimensional object that will fit in this lock. When it finally finds the right one, it jerks forward in your hand and twists, and the lock clicks open. Your hand feels numb. Watch the VOD, it was only 280. Thanks, Rufus. Thought for sure my bacon was well and truly fried. Don't mention it, Charles. Just get the heck out of this dump. No further cause to stick around, apart from unfinished side quests you might have. You can always come back for them later. You escort Charles back to town. Rufus! You found the cursed artifact and brought Charles back home safely. I can't express how grateful I am. I don't know what we'd do without him. Thank you so much. Ah, well, it wasn't nothing, but you know. Yeah, I get it. Don't forget to uncurse that thing before you go to bed. This key seems to have power to open any lock. That could be extremely useful. Would it really be all that bad if I didn't uncurse it? Well, I'm not going to drag you into the machine and force you to do it, but yes. I don't actually know what would happen if you don't uncurse it, but I assume it would be pretty bad. Look, you uncursed all those other things, right? Yeah? Great! So go ahead and uncurse this one too, okay? Better safe than sorry. Alright. Never you dirty like this fat cat. Maybe your ship Wi-Fi could... He's not on a ship anymore, babe! Can't use that excuse. What would you like to uncurse today? Uh-oh. Key jumps up to the roof of the dome and sticks there, shaking and keening. That's the sound keys make against the metal. The lights in the store whine, flicker, and then cut out completely. Dang it! Only when the power is out does the key calm down, give up the most odious part of itself to the machine, and drop back down into your lap. Light returns to the store. Fix it! He had a spare light bulb under the cat. You got the uncursed key. The key's curse lingers in the machine. It is itself an arcane lock, to be solved only by projection of consciousness. There was only 280 seconds. Oh no. You're on a train cart. I've assembled everyone just as you asked, Detective, the victim's wife and the two men who were present in the passenger car at the time. I confess the truth of this murder does continue to elude me, but no doubt you are soon to enlighten us with your great powers of deduction and observation. Inspect the body again? No, that wouldn't be fair to the other passengers who haven't had a look yet. I see. But I will tell you again what I know. At 11:13 a.m., the professor dropped dead in his chair after sitting down with his wife for a cup of tea. At the time, Mrs. Yokenshi and Mr. Andretti were the only other passengers present in this car. Mr. Perry returned later. The rest I leave to you to deduce, Detective. Niccolo Andretti, a businessman. Man adjusts his cufflinks. I told you I've never even heard of this man. I know of Burgerworth College, of course. It's an excellent institution. I didn't know he was a professor there. Now, come on, let's not delay our journey any further. I'm traveling with 19 suitcases of exotic rubber to make new and exciting wheels at the factory. You made Ryo Kenshi the victim's wife. The widow, Ryo Kenshi, dabs her eyes with a handkerchief embroidered with the words mourning rags and wipes. Moment's privacy, please, Detective. I had nothing to do with my husband's death, and no reason to want him gone. He was a kind man, and not a rich one. Everything he made he spent on the roulette tables. He owned over 700 of them. It's the largest collection in the world. We were traveling to Yorba Linda, so the mayor could give my husband the key to the city. That won't happen now. I have a cry for a while. Aww. Martin Perry, a youth. Young man is absent-mindedly but methodically disassembling and reassembling a fountain pen. As I said, yes, the man was a professor of mine at Burgerworth College. Yes, he did give me a C and a D. There's no reason to kill a man, wouldn't you agree? Besides, at the time of his death, I was in the lavatory, trying to figure out what all the bits and pieces do. Perfect alibi, wouldn't you agree? But no one was in there with you? Train coroner. Yes, detective? Tell me again what you know of this case. I have solved the murder. Leave. Detective mode. Deductive observations ring about your mind. He's right. A mere C and a D are no reason to kill one's professor. But is that the whole story? Observe how the boy tinkers with the fountain pen. The train lavatory. He fancies himself a mechanic, but he wouldn't get a foot in the door of that profession if the C and D stood for car dunce. Nobody would be able to hire him, unless the professor who awarded those ignominious grades died. In that event, every grade he would ever gave would be voided, and this young man could take a plum job in a car manufactory and start earning the big bucks. Asimov was with robots. You deduce that you should make some observations. Sometimes the simplest answer is the correct one. She says she had no reason to wish her husband dead, but the chemical stain on her cuticles and the fingerprints on the window above, which she opened to dispose of the murder weapon, tell the tale more truly. The nose reveals even more. Observe the zigzag pattern of the medical cleft, or the medial cleft below the nostrils. It's called Petrie's philtrum. It's a rare genetic condition she shares with Martin Perry, her son. Dun dun dun! Observe closely to see what you can deduce. Exotic rubber, eh? No doubt from the jungles of Almodovar. With his local brand of nicotine I smell on his collar. Of course, the rubber plants of Almodovar don't just yield material for bouncy tires, but an odorless poison, lethal when drunk in hot tea. Why would this man abet the murder of a stranger? I suspect the answer lies in the resume on the table and the name printed on it. Martin Perry. I think all of them are part of it. Victim was poisoned by... That's what I was thinking. Yume, please, all will become clear. With an exotic poison from the out of our river tree. To avoid Martin Perry's car dunce grade so he could make tires for Mr. Andretti. Young Martin Perry dreams of working in cars, and his fresh ideas excite Mr. Andretti, who runs a tire factory, but Master Perry's professor has effectively blacklisted him as a car dunce unemployable. What to do? Kill the professor, of course, and avoid the odious grade. Here comes the plot becomes most wretched. Master Perry's mother, Yume Ryokenshi, marries the professor and arranges for him to be present on the very same train as Master Perry and Mr. Andretti, who supplies an undetectable poison administered by Miss Ryokenshi, and voila! No more professor, no more cardons. There is one thing our three conspirators did not count on. Me. Pause for applause. I am not ashamed. Any parent, sir, would do the same. As would any manager seeking new talent with interesting ideas about tires. You don't call someone a car dunce, you're branding them for life, and you're responsible for anything that happens next. How awful, the three of them are in it together? Tell you what, detective, at the next stop they can all get out and take the bus. A sick business. Quite so, but a wonderful feeling, I think, to be so possessed of great gifts, great powers of deduction and observation, and to use them. Here, another gift. That is, call it a reward. Got the mysterious owl ring. You don't know what it does yet. Nice ring, isn't it? Look what rewards accrue to the powerful. Oh. Look how the world itself reveals itself at your touch. Let's take my leave. That... Did that uncurse it? Did that not resolve the curse? Anyway, this past time. I know, fun little factoid about me. I actually got to be part of one of my community plays of Murder on the Orient Express several years ago, and I got to play Greta Olsen, who was the Swedish caretaker. 2 hours for May die. That's what you meant. Okay. But I had to figure out how to do a Swedish accent. I was the one who got to scream, like actually scream for the show. It was great. I scared so many people. It doesn't hurt that Hercule Poirot is my favorite fictional detective. Love Hercule Poirot. Honestly, Agatha Christie is like a really great writer in general, so. But I definitely love Poirot. Just such an interesting character. Let's see. Zerg is on with some Monster Hunter. We did Rico last time. Chronicle's doing Repo. Brady's doing Peak. Cause she's doing Peak with Rico. I gotcha. You Dorothy Gilman any day? Or is he nuts but more due to the storytelling? I'll have to check out Dorothy Gilman. That sounds familiar, and I think I've heard that name somewhere. But I can't think of where. Let's visit Zerg. I think he could use the views. Those cozy spy stories. Odd, but they work. I mean, I've read a lot of cozy, like, well, I've like a lot of cozy detective stories. Like, what was it? Was it Rita Mae Brown? I think was her name, and her cat Sneaky Pie Brown. She's like a whole series that I rather like. Because it's not the humans necessarily that are solving the mysteries, but the animals help too. Yeah, the Cat Who series, yes. But not Lillian Jackson Brown. I didn't really care for that one. Alright guys, provided that, yeah, well, I don't know if I'll be doing it, like, I don't know if I'll be available Saturday. If I am, I'll do, a metaphor stream. But Saturday also happens to be, my beloved fiance's birthday. But don't wish him a birthday yet. Don't do it, don't do it. Not yet. Gotta wait till the actual day. then you can do it. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm free. If not, that's okay. But you know, we will, however, definitely be back on Sunday with some. Well, I think we'll might have to put up a poll for Sunday because I think I finished the season. Pardon me. Like I finished the season thing and whatnot, so we'll see. Maybe I'll play some more ooblets on Sunday instead. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and raid Zerg. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, a great weekend, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!
Stitches for the raid, it's very much appreciated. Let me give you a quick shout out real quick. Made of stitches. Here we go. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Zergtron, the Blue Dragon Paladin, flying high into the sky, playing a variety of video games, loving Jesus along the way. And for today's stream, we're playing Monster Hunters with Silo and Sweeps. Hey guys. Hello. How is stream made? And oh, that's weird. Channel not found. Let me try the shout out again. How is stream made? And how was the game that you're playing?
I want to best viewers in stream booth. Too bad.
Shadows over Loathing. How is Shadows over Loathing for you today, mates? Good to see you in the chat as per usual. And for Fears of Made, what's your favorite thing about Made of Stitches? Rowan says, just a random question, Cielo. How prepared are you for the Venusaur drawing when it's done? That's true. I got a little distracted, but I defeated the Kudaman and stole nearly all the padlocks. Oh wow. Clay, it seems like you had a productive stream game then. And what led up to defeating Gatorman and stealing nearly all the padlocks?